Hello everybody, welcome back to Collector Stream TCG channel. I hope you guys are all enjoying the first week of 2025 and what a frenzy it has been for the hobby. Just looking at the TCG player pricing and also for the eBay sold listings, it's just been absolutely insane. And this week, or for the foreseeable future, the star of the show is going to be, what's right behind me, the Fusion Strike booster boxes. So I've got one right here, and it's, this set, I mean, who could have seen it coming? Certainly not me, and I wasn't expecting to see $500 buy it nows in the first week of 2025. This set was sitting at $85 for as long as I remember when I've joined the hobby back at around 2022, and occasionally when it was possible I would go and pick up some of these, in the local card stores, or from eBay, pick up a case here and there. And yeah, they've been sitting around, and a lot of the YouTubers would rip these, and I quite enjoy watching Cool Trainer Ryan. So when he will do a long live stream of 4 to 6 hours just sitting and ripping these to pull the Gengar alternate art or just to chase the card, it was very entertaining, but then it also maybe inadvertently make the price shoot up. There's a few reasons people can speculate, but the thing is, this is sort of like what we have come to expect from booster boxes. The same thing happened to Sun and Moon booster box, the same thing has happened to XY, same thing's happening to Sword and Shield, and the same thing's going to happen to Scarlet and Violet. So for people who are already holding onto these booster box, congratulations, and just keep on buying and absorbing whatever products you can absorb. Booster box have always been the #1 products on the market. I firmly believe in that. And I have, long advocates of slab collectors amongst my, friends who are now kind of ditching the slabs, not buying so much slabs or just holding onto the inventory, and then, buying more of these. So today, joining us on the mic is none other than the best looking card in the set and one of the top cards in the Sword and Shield era, the Gengar VMAX alternate art. And yeah, like this art kind of just speaks for itself. You can look at this card all day, and every time when I look at this card, it brings a big smile to my face. And yeah, like this card, the coloring is even better than the team up Gengar Mimikyu in my opinion, but then those are going for completely different styles. Like I also really love the Gengar Mimikyu sitting right behind me, but if I have to choose between the two, I'm sure a lot of people would prefer this Gengar, and which is why it's also shown in the price on how this card has shot up to around 1300 USD for buy it now on eBay now. And yeah, this card, like a lot of the cards now, it just blows my mind how many Sword and Shield cards are transacting over $1,000. We have, just off the top of my head, the Lost Origins Giratina, Umbreon VMAX. This card is also consistently trading above $1,000 now. So more and more cards would eventually hit the $1,000 mark, and so like, part of this video, I would like to say is, if you're holding onto these booster boxes, $500 is not the time to sell, in my opinion. If you have to sell them to, for whatever reason, you need the cash flow to do something in your life, then so be it. Now it will be a good time, because if you got in at $100, that is already 5x on your investments, right? So who wouldn't like a 5x return on any sort of investments? I certainly cannot pick the right stocks, on the New York Stock Exchange and get 5x within 2 years. If you've invested into the stock market in 2022, how many stocks have given you that kind of return 5 times? I can think of the Max 7 probably, but like if you're buying ETFs or buying index funds, it's really, really difficult to get 500% return in 2 years. And Pokemon is, once again proving the power of holding these as investments for collectors and for seal collectors and for collectors alike. It just looks really, really cool. I mean, having a complete master set of booster boxes is also another good talking point, because people who cannot get in, or they start a little bit later, such as myself, if I need to collect XY right now, I didn't start the hobby 10 years ago. So if I need to get XY booster boxes, there's only one way, and that is to eat the whatever price the seller is willing to sell. And I've been eyeing a XY Flashfire booster box for a while now, and I just cannot pull the trigger because they are going for like $3,500. I've seen them multiple times at car shows, and I just cannot bear to afford that kind of money for a booster box right now. Maybe later on, if I save up enough, maybe I sell some stuff, you know, in my inventory. Sure, I can get an XY booster box. But the thing is, once people they start collecting booster boxes, they would like to go trend backwards, right? So people who enter the hobby in Scarlet and Violet, which there will be a lot, by the way, because of the Pokemon TCG mobile game, that's driving many people to go into the hobby. And I understand not most people would go that hardcore and trend backwards to Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, XY, Black and White. Very few people, probably less than 1% of the population would do so. But you cannot ignore the fact that through games, through Nintendo, the Pokemon company, that what they're doing to continually drive the hobby to new heights, that more people, young and old alike, are willing to put money into Pokemon cards. And hence, that's why as long as you hold on to these sets in the next 5 to 10 years, they're gonna do quite well. What you shouldn't do is open them, because I want to do another quick talking point revisiting the picture from the stolen card back in 2022. Having a look at the this picture right now is just insane how one person or a group of people can think this is a good idea to just dump all their stolen goods into the market to one store, like not even multiple stores. They just drove up to a store and then just offloaded like $1 million back then of raw cards. And so we've all seen this picture a million times, certainly have met multiple discussions, over it. But what I did was I just was curious looking at this picture today, and then I had a look at the amount of alternate art that was on the table, namely the Espeon, Inteleon, the Mew, and the Gengar. Look at all those Gengar on that table at the right-hand side corner. Can you want to take a guess how many Gengar alternate arts there are? There's a lot. Out of interest, I started from the left, from the smallest stack of rainbow cards. And I have a lot of code cards here. So can you guys try to guess how many code cards are in this little stack? The answer is 50. Want to see what 100 looks like? Here is 100. And here's 150, if I can keep them together. And lastly, I just stacked them to be similar to the lowest stack in the picture that I'm be showing on the alongside with this discussion. Here is a stack of 200 code cards, and that, when I eyeball it, you guys feel free to do it at home. When I eyeball it, it is similar to a stack of the rainbow cards. I'll do a circle that bunch. So you migrate that stack, compare it to the next stack of the rainbow, around 200 cards there. Then we move over to the small stack of Espeon. So there is 200 Espeon, roughly. These are all very rough, it's just a discussion YouTube video, right? So there's 200 Espeon right there, and then it's just slightly below half from that kind of perspective. So I would say that in total will be 200 Espeon, the middle stack 500, and then the left stack another 500. So that will be 1,200 Espeon alternate arts right there. Then just moving down to the Inteleon, 3 stacks, pretty big, pretty sizable, call it 500 cards per stack. That's 1,500 Inteleon VMAXs. Going to the right, the Mew alternate art, another 500 plus 500, 2 stacks of 500, 1,000 raw Mew alternate art. And then lastly, the for the big guns is the Gengar VMAX. So right side 150, 200, and then another 1,000. So there is like 1,200 Gengar VMAX alternate art that was presented in this single picture. It's a lot, yeah. And then just another more deep dive into this picture. Had a look at the PSA pop report, and just to keep the number short, there's around 11,000 Espeon graded from PSA. Not talking about CGC, not talking about BGS, just simply PSA. And then that table, there's 10% of the total graded Slabs population sitting right there. The Mew, even more, there's 15% of the PSA total, because there's 6,500 copies graded. And I'm talking about from PSA 1 to PSA 10. So this is not like 6,500 PSA 10 copy. No, this is PSA 1 to PSA 10, 6,500 cards. And then there's Inteleon. This one, I'll do a double check. Is it 2,900 Inteleons? So around 3,000. So that's like half the PSA graded copies, because less people grade, obviously less people grade the less popular Pokemon or the less sought after Pokemon cards, right? So 3,000 copies graded. Yeah, sounds about right. And then lastly, the Gengar. 14,000 graded as of January 2025. And if we use this eyeballing math, again, very rough, but just for fun, right? 1,200 sitting on the table, that's almost 9% of the total graded copy from PSA. So yeah, pretty huge numbers, I would say. And that really affects the pull rates, because I have opened quite a bit of these just for fun with friends on a weekend, and I bought a complete box, a case of blister packs. So there's 144 packs. I think that's 4 booster box worth. Pulled nothing. No Gengar VMAX. So yeah, my luck on pulling the grails is not that good. So yeah, in conclusion, what does this all mean? My point is, hold on to your booster boxes, at least for now, because we are only in January. It's going to be a long year. It's going to get crazy. So, like, put the seatbelts on and just anchor down and just see, what this frenzy unfolds. A lot of people say it's a frenzy and it's a bull run. I sort of beg to differ, because I kind of expected. We all know booster boxes are going to go up, but what we I guess cannot foresee is how much Fusion Strike has gone up in the past 3 months. As 3 months ago, it was at around 250 US dollars. Then it doubled. Pokemon Center UK sold out. Then you can't really buy them anywhere at MSRP anymore. Then just skyrocketed. And the last thing is, if you're contemplating on selling this set, I think it's a beautiful box, very collectible. I personally will not sell any of my Fusion Strike anymore. I'm just gonna hold on to them and kind of just forget about it. And quite often, more often than not, the best yield for collectors are those who just don't budge under a quote-unquote frenzy. This box reminds me of Unified Minds, which is, I have it in my cabinet. I bought Unified Minds 2.5 years ago for $350, and then now it's a $900 or a close to a $1,000 box. We're only in January, right? So booster boxes are quite resilient to price corrections. So even if it goes back to 400 or 350, it's okay to just hold and sit back and just hold, because a lot of people are entering the hobby and they will need to complete a master set for booster box, or they just want to try the COVID sets, which these are, and then it will be talked about for years to come. As long as you hold this, one day, a buyer might be like, all right, it's a Friday night, I'm gonna have a few beers, open a few cold ones, and let's try our luck at one of these, right? And then they'll pay whatever market money at that point to get these and just open it with friends and have a good time, right? So yeah, some people you can not believe some people's entertainment expense, like Danny Phantom. I really like one of his saying is, opening booster box is a entertainment expense. So don't expect to make money from opening packs. Most likely the odds are really stacked against you. And but if you are getting into the hobby now, there's so much exciting things going on, and to wrap up the video, I hope that, you know, if you guys are already having these booster boxes, just hold on to them. If you're collecting slabs, perhaps, you know, just look into what you can get, you know, on the market. Maybe you can find a good deal for 10-20% off, and then jump on it. Then now you're in for the ride, and it's gonna be a wild one, right? So yeah, thanks guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed my content as always, and if you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up, or consider sharing it to your friends. And subscribing will always motivate me to, you know, bring more videos out for you guys. And I'm always, you know, down to have a good time, have a good chat, and just have fun collecting Pokemon, right? So yeah, see you guys on the next one. And if you guys have any comments or feedbacks, please leave it in the comment section, and then I'll read them. Yeah. So enjoy your night or your day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.